Who's ready for summer? I know I am. Ever since we had that ice storm here in Texas, I have been counting down the days for warmer weather. I'm just thinking about sipping a margarita, being maybe out on the lake with my husband and my dog Jax. He loves the water, so it's definitely one of my favorite times of the year. Now, if summer's on your mind, you might also be thinking about what events to do for your residents this year. They probably are ready for some summertime fun too. So if that's the case, today I'm going to be sharing some fun things that you can do this summer. You can do it this month or for the next few months while the weather is warm. And I promise there is something for everyone. So if you have no time, no budget, got you covered. And if you have a little bit of more time, more energy, more creativity, we're gonna have some fun too. You guys ready? Let's go. Speaking of summer fun, an event that you can do that can be super easy is a summer bucket list. So you can just share a graphic that gives ideas on fun things to do in the summer and then ask your residents on social to comment what's on their summer bucket list. We have a great one inside of the Sprout membership. You guys can check it out. We have videos. We also have just standalone graphics to kind of prompt people for ideas on what they want to do this summer. Now you could take this a step further and make it visual. You could do something inside of your leasing office where people come in and they grab a piece of paper. It could be little suns that you do, or maybe you get cutouts of like a margarita where people actually write their bucket list, or they write something that was on their bucket list for the summer that they did. That can make it up an entire wall in your community. And it's just a fun way to gain engagement and to bring it out in a visual way. Another thing, if you decide to do a combo, you could also do a specific hashtag for social media. So it could be like Sprout Apartments Bucket List Challenge. Okay, that's way too long. You need a way shorter one, but you get the point. Think of a great hashtag and ask your residents to tag your community in their summer bucket list. And that way you can reshare and visually they can showcase what they're doing. Okay, can you guess what the next one is about? It's about coffee. So just because it's summer doesn't mean people don't want coffee, especially many people are now going on to the trend of different iced coffee drinks. So you could do an easy coffee on us. Now there's many ways that you can do this. We have a ton of graphics that help you promote it on social media, and you can see a few of them here. Now, I've done this for our Sprout community, so if you aren't, please follow at Sprout Marketing on Instagram. I like to do it on Thursdays because I found Thursday to be kind of that day that's not quite Friday, and it's just kind of past Wednesday where it's harder to get through the week. So I like to sometimes surprise our community on Thursdays with a little coffee on us. So the way that you do it is typically I, the day before, get on an Instagram story and say, hey guys, tomorrow I'm gonna be sharing a little barcode with Starbucks coffee, and first come first serve. I want to treat you coffee on me, and tag me in your photos if you get coffee. So then what I do is I'll go onto Starbucks, I'll buy a gift card, maybe $50, $100, and I'll screenshot that barcode. I'll load up my Sprout graphic that says coffee on us, and then I'll overlay the barcode for coffee. And that's what they can either screenshot or hold down and share with the barista. So here's an example of how I've done it before. It's really fun. People can feel like they're having coffee with you. They can feel like you're doing something a little bit special, and you could even check midday. Let's say that you put $50 or $100 and it's been used and you want to refill it. That's another way to hop on social and say, hey guys, for that afternoon slump, we've got you covered again. Reloaded, tag us if you grab a cup of coffee. So it doesn't have to be crazy expensive. You could even do $20, $25, right? So it won't get you a ton of different people to use it, but it'll get a few, and it starts to build that community. So you could do this regularly. It might be something that you decide to do through the summer, maybe every Monday to make Mondays easier, or every Friday, and people can start to look forward to it and look for it. So hopefully this is an idea that you can do. And what I love about it is, past buying the gift card, you don't have to really do much, but you reap the benefits of people feeling like they're part of your community and like you spoiled them. The next event I just love because it brings out people's creative side, and that is a chalk it up event. So you maybe designate a specific time period, and I like to give people more than just one day, so a couple of days to do their chalk artwork, and you tell them where. Is it right in front of their patio? Is it in a designated area? That's totally up to you, the logistics. Think about cleanup, ask your maintenance what would be easier. Then you have residents, you maybe provide the chalk. Right now, it's so inexpensive. The dollar store and the grocery stores, they all have tons of that big fat chalk, and it's really fun. So you can share it with residents, say, come by the office to pick it up, pick up chalk, and then have them create their art. And let them know when the cutoff is and how they will be judged. So if it's right in front of their apartment, you'll know who did it. If you do it in a designated area, you could ask them to write in with chalk their apartment number. Then you can load up these photos on social media and have other residents vote on it. Or you can decide that your staff is going to vote on it, however you decide. So you can do this a million different ways. I recently saw some really great examples of this, and I believe the community was Benjamin Loft. So I'm going to try to pop up a few pictures because their residents did such a great job, and I just thought, gosh, this is so much fun. You get to see people's creative side. And P.S., if I was the property manager for that community and I saw that somebody had a talent for this kind of artwork, I would be asking them to come in and write on my chalk A-frame signs the specials for the week, or have them do some sort of art for my marketing. If I was in a high traffic area, I would get them to draw on the sidewalks and different things like that, just to drive traffic, because this is a really fun way to discover talents that can help you and benefit you for a long time. But it's also fun for the neighborhood to see, man, we have a lot of creatives that live here. So chalk it up. I love a good patio decor contest, balcony decor contest any time of the year, but summer can be really fun because, again, there's such inexpensive things at the dollar store right now for people to dress up. So you might do a contest of how they've set up their patio space that's perfect for the summer. So it can be virtual because, again, people can submit photos. I love this idea of submitting photos because it gives you content for social media. And I'm telling you guys, that is gold, that you can use that even beyond the contest. So invite people to share how they've decorated their space for summer, specifically their outdoor spaces. And it might just be that somebody has a cool herb garden and somebody else did a really cool spot for happy hour. You're just going to get all these cool ideas. What it does, first of all, one, it builds community. Two, it gives you photos that later you can show prospects, hey, this is how you can use your outdoor space. For a lot of communities that are smaller, this is huge because outdoor space becomes an extension of your indoor space, but sometimes it's hard to visualize that. So instead of having to decorate 10,000 different patios, you get your residents to do it for you. So simple, let them know when the contest starts, when it ends, how it'll be voted on, and what the prize is. It doesn't have to be expensive. Usually people are going to decorate anyway for the summer and get things spruced up. Now they have a reason to show it off, and people love to see themselves on social. You can also ask them to post their pictures on their own feed and tag you. Again, you could do a custom hashtag. This gets your name in front of their traffic and their audience. So really big expansion possibilities, engagement. And so this is an easy one that doesn't cost you a dime other than maybe the gift for the prize. I bet you don't know that June 4th is National Donut Day. I couldn't resist. I love donuts. They're such a treat. The other day we picked up some for a friend that was in the hospital, and it's not just for kids because my husband and we got the sampler pack and they had the frosted ones with the sprinkles, and it just was like, I want one, right? They're just so appealing. So this is an easy event that you can do. You can do it for breakfast on the go where people get to pick a donut. You buy them in bulk. You can do this on the weekend while people are at the pool and just walk around and let them pick a donut. I mean, literally, it could be any which way. Donuts also make great outreach little goodies. So that's a way to do a kind of a 2-for-1, do something for the residents, but then also do something for your prospects. These are nice to even have in the office for people that come in to tour. So don't forget June 4th, but really you can do something with donuts all summer long. Don't let the date mess you up. The entire month of June is candy month. So you can do candies a million different ways. I want to share 3 ideas. So one is to do a guess how many, and you fill a jar like this or something else that you might have, and you ask residents to guess how many. The one closest to it wins the prize. Now, we've done a version of this for a tropical vibe. Here's the design. Sprout members, you can grab it. Think about candies like Starburst, things like that feel like summery. That can be a lot of fun. So that's idea number 1, guess how many. Idea number 2 within the candy is to do a full-on candy spread. So I would continue to do candies that are individually packaged, but people can come and grab and make their own little bag to go. That can be a lot of fun too. Now, if you don't want to do a spread in your office and maybe you're still practicing social distancing and you just are not wanting as much traffic, you could do pre-done goodie bags of candy that people can either RSVP for or just come to the office and pick up. And again, first come, first serve. You might also take a little cart out and do it where people are coming home from work, maybe in the mail center as an unexpected surprise. You might just leave little goodies of candies throughout, maybe in an area where you want people to write reviews or where you want, not in the fitness center, don't make it hard for those trying to work on their fitness. But again, Candy Month makes it easy because most people love candy. You could even do a poll on social media first and get people to vote on the type of candy that they like at your community most, and the winner is the one that you end up doing goodie bags for. So get creative, have fun, tag me in your candy posts. I'd love to see them because I am a sucker for candy. As if we need an excuse to drink rosé this summer, June 12th is National Rosé Day, so you do what you want with that information. But you can do an event around this. You could do grab and go with miniature bottles. That could be fun. If you're doing in-person events, you could do a rosé tasting where they can come and taste different rosé, and you might want to have people RSVP to keep the numbers a little more limited so that you can plan ahead for the quantities that you need. If you wanted to do something virtual, you could invite residents to buy their own bottle of rosé, but then have maybe a wine distributor or somebody come in to do a virtual class educating on rosé, the different types, how it's made, what it pairs well with. That could all be fun. So here's the reality. When it comes to rosé, we say, yes way rosé. I couldn't resist. If you want to go with a nostalgic event, you could do a banana split bar at your community. And this just kind of takes you back to like feeling like a kid and like there's such a good treat to have a banana split. So you'd buy all the toppings and then residents could come in and build their own. Now, if you're thinking, how do we make the ice cream not stay so messy and get all over the place? I actually saw a really cool hack for this. So they purchased these like muffin tin pans and they use the little pre-paper muffin tins or cupcake kind of little holders, you guys know what I'm talking about, and they pre-scoop the different ice creams and they put it in the freezer. That way when it was time for the event, they could just grab those and people would use that as their little kind of base for their banana split, and then they would get the toppings. So you could try to keep it a little simpler. You could even take those little cups that you do, put them in like a little plastic cup or a little plastic boat. You could set it on an ice, kind of inside of an ice bucket. So you'd have maybe room for 15 or 20 and then refill as needed. But that's a way to keep it a little bit less messy, and it's a lot of fun. And again, if you want to know quantities in advance, you could have residents RSVP. 3 things that scream summer: popsicles, champagne, and the pool. So now imagine what's better than putting the 3 together. You could definitely do champagne popsicles by the pool. So you purchase some champagne, you purchase the higher end kind of fancy popsicles, maybe the kind that actually have real fruit inside of them, and you serve them up by the pool. And again, those little plastic, they have some cute cups at places like Party City and Dollar General, and you can pour a little bit of champagne and drop a popsicle in and deliver them to the people that are by the pool. I'm telling you, it just feels luxury and people will appreciate it. Super Instagrammable. Create that hashtag for your summer, your community's summer, and make sure that they're posting it because it really sells the lifestyle that you guys are not basic. You're going just a little bit above. People know what to expect, that your community always takes it to the next level, and it feels just really kind of fancy. You know those really inexpensive pool noodles that you see everywhere, Target, Walmart, the dollar store? Well, here's a fun little tagline that you can build an event around. Let's Canoodle. And you can give these to residents for free to enjoy the pool. They can take it and it can scream summer. So something super simple, inexpensive, and it just feels like a good time. Before you go, I wanted to tell you about this awesome resource that you're going to love. If you go to watchyourbusinesssprout/trial, I have a free multifamily marketing membership that has a ton of resources for you. It's going to make marketing and retention so much